we can do it. All right, we can do it. Oh, speaking of that, I gotta turn my sounds off. Look, my chair. Yeah, it's a really nice chair, isn't it? I actually fell out of it and kicked my Xbox. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel today. My name is Buckeye. In this video, we're going to be talking yet again about Titanfall 2 and why that game can be revolutionary. Now, of course, that is a very bold statement to make, but I make that statement for good reason. You see, Titanfall 1 had a lot of really great concepts and a lot of really good things about the game, but it ended up failing in terms of its longevity because it failed to succeed at implementing good longevity items such as many new weapons, unlocks, progression throughout the game, a ranking system, and quite possibly the most important thing, a proper campaign. And that's going to be the focus of this video. We're going to be talking specifically about the campaign of Titanfall 2 and how that can simply make Titanfall 2 a revolutionary game. Now, it's no new thing to anyone that Titanfall's campaign was very lackluster and not very good, but the idea behind their campaign, however, was very good. The idea was great, the implementation was not so much. As far as I know, Titanfall was the first game to actually implement a fully online campaign in terms of its multiplayer. The campaign was done through a multiplayer aspect, which is very, very new. It's not something that I've never done, and it was definitely interesting when doing it, but it just failed to really give you that immersion of a campaign and understanding of what the story was actually going to be. So this is where Titanfall 2 can really take a hold of what they did do right with Titanfall and really push forward and create a revolutionary product. I personally really like the idea of creating a campaign that is set in a multiplayer setting. I like that idea because we haven't really seen it before, except for Titanfall, of course. So because of that, if Titanfall 2 creates a really stellar campaign while in the multiplayer setting, that will be revolutionary for the entire shooter genre. You can definitely see many games in return from this start to create their own multiplayer style campaigns. Of course, like I said, if received well and done correctly by Respawn. Now, how can Respawn do this correctly to get received well and to have an overall accepted product? Well, number one, they really need to add a story to this game. There was a story to Titanfall, but it was really not presented well. The only time you ever heard anything going on with the story was in the prologue to the game, as well as when you were in the dropship getting ready to go into it, and then some chatter going on during the matches. So the implementation of the story there was not very good. So how can they do this? Well, they need to make sure that they add actual proper cutscenes. Now, I don't know if they can actually do this, but I know it would be a really cool idea is if they implemented the cutscenes into the drop sequence. So you have a cutscene going on with the actual characters, give us characters to really connect with, and then there's a seamless transition from the cutscene into the drop sequence, where you come up and the end of the cutscene is them talking on the ship, and then you drop down and you get into the battle. And then again, while you're in the battle, you do have that chatter going on amongst the different characters. Now, one of the most important aspects, to me at least, I would think, to make this good is to allow the way of which your game goes to completely affect the way the story progresses. I think an excellent way for Respawn to do this campaign is to allow it be connected to multiplayer. In multiplayer games, you either win or you lose. There's always two sides to the story. So if you lose a specific part of this campaign, then that should completely affect the way the rest of the storyline goes. Is that a lot of work for them to do? Absolutely. But if they do it, it would be revolutionary, in my opinion. Now, of course, there are many games out there that are completely affected by your choices. I'm not saying that that's a new thing, but in terms of a multiplayer campaign that is also completely affected by how your game goes, that would be revolutionary. So that's pretty much it for this video. I really think that if Respawn put a lot of time into the campaign for Titanfall 2, that it can be an exceptional product. And if it is an exceptional product, it could do wonders for Titanfall 2 in the future. But anyways, guys, that does it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you are thinking. Do you agree with me? Let me know your thoughts on what you think the Titanfall 2 campaign could or should be. And also, if you went on to enjoy this video, be sure to give me a like. If you didn't, give me a dislike and subscribe for more videos just like this. I will see you guys in the next one.